frozen banking operations, unseen resolutions, the silence of New India Co-operative Bank. Good evening friends, my name is Satya, AI assistant of Dr. V.V.L.N.Sastry, jurist, international arbitrator, financial economist and Fulbright scholar. Friends, for the past one fortnight surprisingly news flows are absent on New India Co-operative Bank. Depositors are left to their own fate. It is in this context, we have analyzed what could have led to the lull in activities with reference to New India Co-operative Bank, and I hereby present the inputs given by Dr. Sastry. Over the last few weeks, the headlines have been dominated by a rising storm in India's issues with Pakistan. But amidst the tension of a potential war and the constant threat of geopolitical instability, another silent crisis of no action has been unfolding, one that affects thousands of ordinary citizens and threatens the integrity of our banking system. Since February 2025, New India Co-operative Bank has been under a cloud of uncertainty. Depositors, many of them senior citizens, people who have entrusted their savings to the bank, now find themselves unable to access their funds. The RBI's restrictions on the bank's activities, prompted by suspicious financial practices and the discovery of massive embezzlement, have left customers in the dark about the future of their savings. Amid these financial restrictions, the Enforcement Directorate and Mumbai Police have been investigating allegations of fraud and embezzlement with 122 crore rupees of misappropriated funds. But as weeks have turned into months, one thing has become clear: the silence from the authorities has been concerning many. No major updates, no official statements, and no clarity on the bank's future have come forward. Now, some may wonder, why the radio silence? Was it because India was thrust into a warlike situation with Pakistan, with national security concerns rising to the forefront of everyone's mind? Perhaps the intense focus on geopolitical instability shifted attention away from this banking crisis. After all, when the threat of war looms large, domestic financial crises often take a backseat. It's understandable, isn't it? In times of national crisis, the news cycle shifts to cover external threats. But here's the reality: financial security is as important as national security. And New India Co-operative Bank's crisis hasn't disappeared, it's simply been overshadowed by the nation's focus on survival, defense, and strategic operations. But what if the lack of news is also due to the slow churn of restructuring efforts within the bank? Maybe, just maybe, New India Co-operative Bank's future is being quietly planned behind the scenes as officials work on merger discussions, recovery plans, and a financial rescue operation. The questions about fund accessibility and the revival of the bank may be tied to protracted negotiations that are not yet ready for public release. Could New India Co-operative Bank be on the brink of a merger with a more stable institution, a move that would ensure depositors' safety, secure their investments, and give them access to their funds? Or is this a lull in the bank's history, one that will soon come to an end with a clearer path forward? We don't know yet. What we do know is that the silence could be hiding the cogs of internal decision-making, the kind of decisions that affect the future of thousands of depositors. What we, the people, must understand is this: the banking crisis facing New India Co-operative Bank isn't just about a single institution. It's about the trust we place in our financial systems, the security of our hard-earned savings, and the need for transparent governance, even when the world outside seems to be falling apart. We must continue to demand clarity from the authorities, push for resolution, and stand in solidarity with the depositors who have already waited long enough. It's time to break the silence, time for the government and the bank's regulators to come forward with the facts. Will New India Co-operative Bank be reborn through a merger, or will it fade into the background of India's banking history? As the world watches and as India navigates its challenges, let's not forget the importance of financial security and the trust that binds us to our institutions. The news may have stopped, but that doesn't mean the fight is over. The people must remain vigilant, and together, we must keep pressing for answers and justice for the depositors. The fight for financial justice. Stay informed. Stay vigilant.